My name is Sheryl Holmes, and we come from Washington, D.C., and our arrival here was very easy. We had our transportation set up for us to meet us in San Diego and take us across the border to Tijuana, Mexico, which was completely seamless and really easy to do. We were really grateful for the transportation and how it's all built into the package together and makes it really easy to transition into coming over to Mexico for our treatments. My son is diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder. He was diagnosed to be low to moderate on the spectrum. My son has been verbal for most of his life, but in a very limited capacity. And so there have been different things that I've done for him over the years to help him to be able to develop speech, to be able to be in the general education system and different things like that. So he did a water-based fast, and I was floored by, after a few days of him fasting, because I had done my research on fasting and knew that he was going to be okay, and the body wins. And when you're really hungry, you will eat. So eventually he did. He had an apple to break his fast, but for a few days he did do a water-based fast. And during that time, I noticed some changes in him. And definitely by the third day of him doing a water-based fast, his autism symptoms had reduced significantly. By 75%, I would say. And I was seeing him present behaviors that I'd never seen him do before. Hand-eye coordination, going across the monkey bars when he didn't know how to do that before. And he went across the monkey bars when I took him to the park on the third day with ease. Being able to have a self-interest episode where he stubbed his toe on a park bench, but was able to take a cleansing breath and recuperate and say, oh, that hurt, as opposed to a full meltdown, or giving eye contact and engaging at the very least with other peers that wanted to engage with him. And I was just in tears watching him and was very curious to understand what causes change. I realized that stem cells are really the changing factor when it comes to fasting. And then I learned about stem cell therapy and did my research over the next couple years after discovering about stem cell therapy, and looked at a couple different factors, looked at how the stem cells were administered, the quality of care at the clinics, looked at pricing. All these things were big factors for me when it came to deciding, because there are a lot of opportunities out there across the world for stem cell treatment. But here at Holistic Care, it checked all the boxes for me. And so there was no doubt that we were going to come here for his care. So this is our second time coming down to Mexico for his treatment, and we are beyond pleased and very excited to be here and to see his changes and his progress. I felt like coming here the second time just because after his first treatment, we saw such a huge increase in his abilities to communicate, his abilities to maintain eye contact, to focus in school. For the first time in 4 years of being in special education, his teachers are open to him transitioning back into general education population, which was just not even a thought before. Considering the benefits and considering that the worst that my son had was a headache in terms of side effects, with this, it's different. And the potential for growth and change is just monumental. And so we're super excited to see his next set of growth over the next few months, 6 months. We will keep coming back until we don't have to anymore. One of the things that I forgot to mention earlier is that with Holistic Care Clinic, it's not just about the stem cells. It's also about the IVs that you receive that are holistically cleansing the body, from the liver cleanses to the chelation, ozone therapy. There's so many options, and those are just to name a few, but there are so many options that are available to patients outside of just the stem cells. They really want to create the body, or allow the body to be an incubator for change. So So you're introducing the agent of stem cells into the body, and it's at its optimal level because you're cleansing the body. You're adding vitamin C. You're doing LED light treatments. You're doing hyperbaric oxygen chamber treatments. And this is really a holistic, a whole body treatment to be able to receive the stem cells and for them to be in the best environment to do the work that they need to do. I would absolutely recommend holistic care for sure. Please come, enjoy the benefits, enjoy the people, and please do it for your child. They will definitely thank you.